Welcome in everyone to Cookeville High School for the very first volleyball match of the year, the second stream of the year as well. We had football on Friday in Jamboree action. I'm Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay. Cameron Hughes is on camera today for the first volleyball match of the year presented by Nick's Restaurant, and what a doozy it is. The Upperman Lady Bees on the road here at Cookeville today. Crosstown rivals starting the season off on the right note, and a jam-packed crowd, all kinds of students in attendance as well. Two of the best teams from a year ago squaring off to start the season this year, Noah.
It's going to be a fantastic match. These are two of the top teams, as you mentioned, Jacob, and a rivalry renewed. And this is one of those that there's always a clamoring for, no matter the sport. People want to see Cookeville and Upperman face off, and we did it here today. The first of two matches between these two teams, separated by a classification, both with postseason aspirations. Upperman, they have their sights set on winning the whole thing in their classification, Class 2A. They want to win a state championship after making the state tournament last year. For Cookeville, hungry to get back there. Doesn't seem like it's been as long as it has since Cookeville has been in the state tournament. They think they've got the right core to do it. A big opportunity in a measuring stick match between two rivals. It's going to be rowdy tonight in Putnam County.
Two teams with 20-plus wins a season ago, starting the season in a fun way here in Putnam County. We'll step aside for the national anthem when we return. Starting lineups and first serve on the other side as you watch high school volleyball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Quality Family UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most, at home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family, trusted care right where life happens. Rock and Roll Sushi is the Upper Cumberland's home for bold flavors in a rocking environment. Featuring delicious and unique sushi, ramen, and hibachi options, along with a full bar, they've got what it takes to make your game day dining experience great. Stop in at 541 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville so their friendly staff can take care of you, or order online at rockandrollsushi.com. Rock and Roll Sushi is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Friday Night End Zone show on the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most, at home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family, trusted care right where life happens.
Rock and Roll Sushi is the Upper Cumberland's home for bold flavors in a rocking environment. Featuring delicious and unique sushi, ramen, and hibachi options, along with a full bar, they've got what it takes to make your game day dining experience great. Stop in at 541 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville so their friendly staff can take care of you, or order online at rockandrollsushi.com. Rock and Roll Sushi is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Friday Night End Zone show on the UCR Media Network. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic west side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear DJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
To Cookeville High School, the very first volleyball match of the season presented by Nick's Restaurant. I'm Jacob Vinson, joined by Noah McKay. Cameron Hughes on camera today for us. So glad to have you along. Live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. It's on the Quality Family UCR Media Network. Wherever you're tuned in from, comment along with us. You can like the stream in both places. Make sure you hit that share button on Facebook as well. Let everyone out there know, volleyball back in action. First match of the season for both of these teams. Two teams a year ago that went deep in the playoffs. A Cookeville team that was 23-12 overall. They made the region semifinals where they fell to Siegel in straight sets. The Upperman Lady Bees made the 2A state tournament. Lost both their matches in that 2A state tournament to Dyer County and Chucky Doak. Cookeville will be in their home red uniforms. The Lady Bees in their away-black uniforms. As the starting rotations out there for both sides. For the Lady Cavaliers, Brooklyn Holman, a middle blocker, wearing the number 1 jersey. Taylor Ann Owen is an outside, wearing the number 6. A change in the starting rotation for Cookeville as Brianna Harper was injured in warm-ups, as Eliza Sailors will sub in for her. Emma Cook is an opposite side hitter, wearing number 11. Number 12 is Sophia Bottoms. She is the setter. The libero is Jaden Hunt, and Vaughn Wehage is another middle blocker. For the Upperman Lady Bees, Josie Bush will be on the outside alongside E.K. Pruitt. Presley Hickman, one of the most prolific outside hitters in the area. Bella Tidwell in the middle alongside Callie Crouch and Leanna Wilson. And Maria Huddleston is the setter with Shayla Burchett, the libero for the Lady Bees. Lady Bees will have the first serve to get this season underway. From the right side, a good serve received well by the Lady Cavaliers. Sent to the outside, the swing through, it's tipped and out of bounds, and the Cavaliers will have their first points of the match.
Cookeville has lost some of its natural rivals by nature of the reclassifications in recent years, and then they started to develop some new rivalries, and they were taken away again with new districting a year ago. It's been a while since we felt this energy in this gym. Upperman and Cookeville getting together. It is a rowdy one already. You heard the ovation on the first point.
Aniston Craig, a freshman, back at the service line for the Lady Cavaliers. An early lead for Cookeville. Here's a free opportunity now for Cookeville. Set to the right side this time. Swing coming, dug out of the back row. Tidwell dumps it off, and right there is the setter. It Hunts. This one sent over, and that one will find the floor as well. It's a kill for Taylor Ann Owen.
Early on, Cookeville's done a fantastic job keeping it away from the power hitters for this Upperman Lady Bees team. You mentioned Presley Hickman has maybe the most power of anybody in the Upper Cumberland. They've kept it away from her so far, and it's worked for a 2-0 lead.
Lady Cavaliers lost 5 seniors to graduation a year ago from a team that won 23 games. This one set in the middle for Tidwell. Taps it over, and that one will go down for the first Upperman point. For the Lady Bees, they lost 4 seniors to graduation as well. A lot of those were defensive specialists. One hitter in Lana Smallwood. They return pretty much all of their attacking prowess. Is back there serving now is Presley Hickman. A good one, end over end, and that one is going to go down for a service ace.
Yeah, you're going to hear us say her name a lot in the next couple of months. Presley Hickman showing off she's not just an at-the-net hitter. She can get it done in the service game as well, and Upperman settling in here on the road.
2-2 early on in this best-of-5 series. And match number 1 of the season. Hickman from the right side, a little bit more pace on it, and it's back-to-back aces.
You mentioned the experience Upperman has coming back. One thing that plagued them a year ago was a little bit of slow starts at times, and then they'd kind of cruise later on in matches. They want to avoid that this year. It's a point of emphasis for Tori Perminter. Presley Hickman serving. She's got him with their first lead.
Upperman with their first lead of the match. As Noah mentioned, another good one. This time it's going to be received. It'll be a free ball, though, for Upperman on the other side. Here's Burchett. In the middle to Huddleston, set to the right side. Tapped over, Pruitt is blocked. And it's dug out. Left side now attack for Bush. That's a little bit high. And that'll be an attack error.
Cookeville that time received the serve much better, and when they've been into the rally game, they've been the better team so far very early on through 6 points, but you got to have a little bit of optimism if you're a Lady Cavalier fan watching this start.
Back serving now is the libero and Jaden Hunt, a senior for this Lady Cav squad. Goes back right for the Lady Bees. This one sent over on the roll. Set to the right side, and it'll be a free ball now for Upperman. Dug out well there by Burchett. It was put in a good spot. Left side attack for Bush, and that one kept alive for the moment, but it's going to be 4 touches. And a point for the Lady Bees. Nice job by Bush just to send it over and just put him in a bad spot.
Hey, remember a year ago, Josie Bush was somebody who played about half the match, and then Lana Smallwood would come in. They're going to need her to play a lot more. She gets her first really solid touch of the match.
Callie crouches into the rotation for the first time for the Lady Bees in the middle up at the nets. Here's a left side attack for Cookeville, and that one was not covered up well as Taylor Ann Owen finds her second kill of the match. Lady Cavaliers will make a couple of substitutions. Addie Clark will come in to serve. She comes into the back row, listed as a setter as well. Sends that one on over, received by Hickman. Quick set in the middle for Bush. Taps it over, blocked up well. Now an opportunity for Upperman, but that was a miscommunication. Burchett and Crouch kind of in the way of each other. And that'll be a point for the Lady Cavs.
Yeah, packed house. You don't usually get a kind of environment this raucous for your first match of the season, so maybe you're seeing a little bit of nerves both ways, some mistakes, as there's another one this time for Cookeville.
Yeah, that one a service error from the Lady Cavaliers, and that'll give the point back to Upperman. Student sections are jam-packed for both teams. Upperman is here, obviously Cookeville is here as well. That one sent over by Pruitt now for the Lady Bees. Set to the right side, Owen sends it over, it's dug out. Now left side attack, Bush up in the air and dug out well out of the back row. It's Aniston Craig with the dig, and that one is going to be a net violation on the Lady Bees. So a point to Cookeville. They're back up by 1.
Haven't seen a ton of big swings early for Cookeville. That was one of the first. It ends up working out for them. They've been finding a lot of success kind of in the middle of the floor behind the front line of Upperman.
With the service, it's Owen back there, and that's going to be a service ace for the senior for the Lady Cavaliers, her first.
Yeah, great serve there. Cookeville settling back in here. The first set, so critical. You put yourself in a great position if you find a way to win it. And so far, Cookeville's giving themselves a chance to do it.
Owen sends that one over. Burchett receives it a little bit better that time. Here's Bush with the left hand, sends it on over. Now left side attack, big swing, blocked up well by Crouch. Huddleston will set it right side. Back row attack for Pruitt. Dug out. Hunt sends it in the air right side. Into the block and out of bounds. It'll be a tool kill for the Lady Cavaliers from that right side. Owen from the back row on the service. And that one out of bounds off the block. That'll be a point for the Lady Bees.
This is both teams and people around the program said they expected this to be a really tight match throughout. Wouldn't be surprised if we see 4 or 5 sets in this one, and we're seeing why very early on. Back and forth action, and a mistake there for the Lady Cavaliers defensively.
Josie Bush back serving. The sophomore saw the talent a year ago in a lot of those Lady B matches. There would be times where she would just play a set here and there, but you could see the talent. She's going to be relied upon heavily this year. That's another good one. Back-to-back aces off the tape that time. So Bush finds a couple, and we're back knotted up at 8. Keep those comments coming along. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Like the stream, give us a share on Facebook, and like the stream on YouTube as well. Another really good one from Bush, and it's 3 in a row. And the Bees are back on top by 1. Josie Bush making her impact felt from the service line. Of course, head coach Tori Perminter with the Bees taking over last year, having a great season coming over from Stone Memorial where she had a lot of success. This one is dug out, now a back row attack for Pruitt. Kept alive by the Lady Cavaliers. Now a free ball for Upperman again. Burchett. Huddleston to the outside. Here's Hickman for the first time, and she finds the hardwood. Resley Hickman's first kill of the match.
I make a bold prediction.
Yeah.
It's not going to be our last. Upperman with an answer. Cookeville had a really nice string of points, and now all of a sudden, the Lady Bees have settled in. They've regained the lead, and they got the momentum here in this gym.
Here's Bush again with the service. That time a little too much pace. Sails deep on the service error, and Cookeville fortunate to get out of the rotation as Weehage will go back to serve now. Oh, and a good one from Weehage. Here's Hickman on the left pin. Dug out well. Kept alive. Weehage tries to send it over, and it's a good one. Huddleston will bump it to the outside. Hickman, big swing, puts it down.
Man, there's a lot of power in the right arm of Presley Hickman, and she's uncorking it right now. She is very much warmed up and ready to go, and that's going to be a problem for Cookeville. See if they can adjust up front with the blocks, because if it gets back, it's just very tough to handle.
Goose is covering some volleyball tonight as well. He's at Stone Memorial. Played Smith County, I believe.
They are.
Stone was up 2-0 in that match. There's a left-handed attack on the way. Huddleston in the middle for Tidwell. She puts it down. There's a whistle. And it's a net violation on the Lady Cavaliers, so it's a point for Upperman no matter what.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Thank you.
21st?
Something like that.
Something like that. Exactly where you want to be spending your birthday, here with me.
We're getting old.
Getting.
Yeah.
Are.
That's a good point. Feel it, too. Almost an overpass, ends up for a point for the Lady Bees, and now starting to extend their lead a little bit, 13-9 here in this first set. Back serving is the libero and Shayla Burchett. Obviously, this Upperman team gained a ton of experience a year ago, making that 2A state tournament, winning 29 matches on the season. Right side attack for Cookeville down the line, just out of bounds. No tip, and a point for the Lady Bees after the attack error.
And one thing we saw a lot a year ago was Upperman would have these stretches in the middle of sets where they would just open it up. It'd be really tight, and all of a sudden you look up, you're down 6 or 7 points. Right now, Cookeville down 5. Far from insurmountable, but an important sequence here for the Lady Cavaliers to keep their chances of winning set 1 alive.
And Burchett will send that one into the net, so Cookeville will get it back. More substitutions for them again. Cookeville down one of their starters, a sophomore, Brianna Harper, injured in warm-ups. Fortunate in the very first match of the season. We hope that she's okay and able to return quickly to this Lady Cavalier lineup. And to make a substitution, and that'll be a service error from Cookeville, giving the point back to Upperman.
Both these student sections are bringing it. The Upperman student section has made its way behind. They're in line. Cookeville on their right side to us here, making a lot of noise.
The air right side on the run, dug out for the moment, saved
Oh
by
my
Hickman,
goodness.
sent over by Tidwell. Cookeville an opportunity in the middle, kept alive again. Tidwell sends it over again. We're still going. Push to the outside, big swing into the block, in the air, and past the midcourt line was Cookeville. It's a point for the Lady Bees. Check this one out. The long rally ends up at a big point for the Lady Bees after the infraction by the Lady Cavaliers. Good serve there, kept in the air for the moment, sent over. Here's a free ball, and Tidwell sends it right back. Big swing, tools it off the block from that right side is Cook.
And we want to thank our friends at Henry Brothers Roofing, being the presenting sponsor of our instant replay, helping us to improve our equipment so that we can have instant replay like this year on the high school football game of the week and all the other games which feature the game of the week equipment.
Beg your pardon, that was Eliza Sailors on that right side. Her first kill of the night. Service from the back line. The middle, Tidwell into the net. It'll be an attack error from the Lady Bees and a point for the Lady Cavaliers.
And Cookeville's done a nice job withstanding the storm, but now just 9 points away from winning the set is Upperman. So an important opportunity for the Lady Cavaliers to go on a run when they have the serve.
To the outside, Pruitt a little bit had to kind of lean back for that one. Couldn't quite get her hand on top of it. That'll sail out of bounds. And Cookeville now getting back into it a little bit. 16-13 here in this first set.
I don't know if the overrated chant to E.K. Pruitt and Presley Hickman is a great chant.
It's never a good chant.
No, it's not.
It never is.
It's really not. Not early in a match, especially.
There's never been a good time for the overrated chant. The right side attack through the block and down from that right side. Sailors, another kill. Eliza Sailors finds her second kill of the match here in this first set, 16-14 from that right side. Serving still is the freshman Aniston Craig. It's a good one, received by Bush. Right side for Hickman, just taps it over. The air to the back row. It'll be a free ball here for Upperman. Bush with the pass, not a great one. It's into the net, and it's a point for the Lady Cavaliers. Those are the ones that you're going to want to have back when you've got a free opportunity, and you give it right back to Cookeville. 16-15, Upperman still leads by 1. There was a ton of energy in the gym just for the JV match before this one got going. That one, of course, we're here. It went to 3 sets, but it was great. Right side here for Hickman, sends it back row. Left side attack, rolls over. Bush is there, sends it in the air. Burchett will send it over. There's Craig. Quick set, left-handed attack, and down out of the middle for Brooklyn Holman for the first time.
Cookeville has settled in tremendously. Looked like Upperman was going to roll away with this one, but Holman starting to get it going around the net. They're getting the power game working. Cookeville tying this thing up.
Coach Logan Hicks of these Lady Cavaliers coaching up his team. Over just a few short years ago as well. There's Tidwell in the middle, and she answers back. A big attack for the Lady Bees to get some momentum back on their side.
This is the type of match we expect throughout. You talk about the intensity in the gym. It's only going to ratchet up with every set. This one has all the makings of a really good one between two old rivals.
17-16. Here's Hickman. And nobody went after it. Miscommunication in the back row. Falls between two Lady Cavaliers and Hunt and Owen. And a service ace again for Presley Hickman, her third.
And this is an opportunity for Upperman. Remember, it's how they took the lead earlier in the set was Presley Hickman serving. She has it here, 7 points away from winning set number 1. This is a pivotal moment. She puts it off the net there, a good receive for Cookeville, and they'll put it back across. Hickman grabs now, set up, and Pruitt with a big swing and finds the hardwood. Another point for Upperman after a rally.
You're gonna hear some play-by-play from Noah.
Maybe.
Obviously.
I'm just trying to get like Jacob on the volleyball headset. Football and basketball, I can hold my own. Volleyball, I'm learning.
Not baseball?
Baseball, I can hold my own. Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Oh, that was pretty slow. A little slower in volleyball. That's a service error from the Lady Bees. Feels good to, you said it, feels good to be back in the gym.
Yes, absolutely.
Broadcast, obviously, a lot more football on the way at the end of this week as well. Hunt will send this one over. There's Huddleston to the outside. Bush, a big swing, and that one off the arms of Hunt and out of bounds. Josie Bush with the kill. This Lady B lineup a little bit different, but a lot of returning faces this season. Everyone out there except for Crouch played a year ago.
Callie was on the team. She was just behind a couple of seniors.
This one in the air. Huddleston will send it outside. Here's Bush on the swing, and that's high.
It's an area Coach Permenter, I think, is going to discuss in the break. A little more precise with some of those swings from the outside. They've gifted some points to Cookeville. But the Lady Cavaliers, again, they've taken some haymakers against this very good team. They're right there in it. It's go time now, though. At 20-18, you need a string of points to regain the lead and put yourself in position to win this set.
And to get a new volleyball.
Hit it too hard. We're into something.
Hey, when that happens.
Yeah.
Service from that right side for the Lady Cavaliers off the hand of Addie Clark. Here is Bush over the net. Back set, right side, down the line. It's tipped and a point for the Lady Cavaliers. So Cookeville cuts it to 1. Sent over again. Here's Pruitt into the block and through. E.K. Pruitt with the answer for the Lady Bees. Pruitt's second kill, 21-19, and Upperman hoping they can go on a little bit of a run here to try to close out set number 1. Here's Pruitt from the service line now. Good one. Pump set to the left side. Just kept inside that left pin. Now a back row attack for Pruitt. Had to angle back for it. In the middle, Weehage sends it right down.
And I think they're going to get.
I call it a lift.
And I think they're right about that.
That's
you can take a look at it.
Coach Permenter right away arguing it.
That's close.
There's a quick send again in the middle for Wehage. That time she gets it.
No doubt about that one. On top of that one.
So Vaughn Wehage, the senior, with a kill. Makes it 22-20 here in set one as we get a little bit later in this set. The senior Taylor Ann Cook will go back to, or Owen, I beg your pardon, will go back to serve. Good receive. Right side set, push into the block, and what a block from Wehage. My goodness.
And you can hear it in the gym. It's getting late in the set. All of a sudden, it's getting a lot louder on the Cookeville side. They've got the momentum, but they still trail by one.
22-21, Upperman leads by a point. Owen the service. Huddleston, right side, Bush, the tip shot that time. Sent over, there's Burchett. Outside to Bush, rolls it on over. An overpass. Crouch couldn't time up her jump, and we are tied at 22.
Yeah, this is a set that deserves a close finish. And Cookeville right now, they are winning in the receive game. They've just been much cleaner getting it back across than Upperman has.
Owen will bring it from the service line. Burchett not a great receive, and Cookeville takes the lead on the service ace from Taylor Ann Owen.
Right on cue. That's the part of this match that so far Cookeville has won. They've been better at receiving serves and certainly receiving those big swings from these Upperman hitters.
23-22, Cookeville on top here late in set one. Back row attack here for Hickman. Big swing too high. And it's set point for the Lady Cavaliers. 24-22. The senior will be back at the service line. Here comes Owen with the right hand. It's a great one, and it drops. Cookeville takes set one. 25-22. We'll take another look at it. As Owen from that service line puts it to bed in set one. 25-22.
That's a really good back and forth set. We expect this to be an awesome volleyball match, and we are in for a treat after that one. Cookeville goes in front 1-0 in this critically important opening set, and we're going to see. Looks like we can. We'll see that final point again and go through some of the highlights here from that first set. And the new thing we can get with this instant replay presented by Henry Brothers Roofing. And you see the Cookeville fans on the other side making a big impact, but we expect this to be a dogfight throughout, Jacob. And this is why everybody wants Upperman and Cookeville to play in sports, because you only get this sort of intensity with a certain few amount of matchups as we go through the first set highlights. And really, it was Cookeville early on, Jacob, taking the lead. Upperman then kind of answered back. They looked like they were starting to run away with it. Took a 6-shot lead, or a 6-point lead in the middle of the set, and then Cookeville answered late and rattled off a series of points to take the opening set, and it was really an impressive fashion there.
Yeah, the Cavaliers down early, back and forth, kind of through. It seemed like Upperman took control late, just up by a couple of points though, and Cavaliers were able to get it going there late, and it was Taylor Ann Owen there at the service line getting the job done for those final few points in the set. Really nice job by the Lady Cavaliers.
We've got a busy week upcoming here, Jacob.
Yes, we do. We have the football show presented by Fire and Vine in some form tomorrow. We'll see. You might be on there. We'll see.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep.
I'll be on there.
Yep.
In some capacity.
In some capacity. Somewhere. Yes.
Thursday. We have Thursday.
Tech Soccer.
Tech Soccer on Thursday.
On ESPN Plus.
On ESPN Plus. Friday, we've got football. And a lot of it.
A lot of it. UC Game Day morning starting at 9 a.m.
Start that in the morning, presented by the Real Estate Collective. We'll have 4 broadcast games across the UCR media networks, and of course, our 5th in the Middle Tennessee High School football game of the week with Jonathan Hutton and Chad Withrow. Cameron Hughes will be a producer over there. That'll be on our new channel. Yes. On Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, UCR Midstate.
Yes.
That'll be, so you can find it there. And of course, just like all of our other games, we'll share it to our main page as well. We've got the high school football game of the week presented by Mayberry's Furniture, a collision two top 10 ranked teams in their respective classifications. Coalfield, number 3 in Class 1A today. Gordonsville, number 7 in Class 2A. They face off. Pregame coverage starts at 6:45. Myself, Jeremy, and Coach Dodgen will be on the call for that one. You've got a really good one in Baxter coming up on Friday night.
Upperman and Webb coming up Friday night. George Quarles back in the high school ranks with those Webb Spartans, who Upperman pretty much embarrassed a year ago.
Pretty much.
A little bit different team on both sides. They only played one half of action because of the lightning and the storms that came through, and Webb said, yeah, we're good. And that was probably a good decision a year ago. Would have been a running clock anyways in the second half.
But
or Bronston Chaffin this year.
There's barely any of those players on the team. So
that's
for
a
Webb,
really
so
good
I don't
point,
think,
yeah.
no, personal, they would have taken that.
It's going to look very different this year. We'll have that one. Cookeville is at Siegel. Livingston Academy hosting Cumberland County. Warren County at DeKalb County with the Friends of the Warren County Sports Authority as well. That'll be shared onto our page.
Clay County has Barron County, Kentucky on the road. Our friends at the Dale Hall Horizon have the broadcast of that contest. York and Stone Memorial are going at it. Our friends at WDEB produce the broadcast on NFHS Network for York and Stone Memorial. So coverage all across the Upper Cumberland. And then Saturday we've got Macon County and Fulton. Well, Saturday night football coming up from Knoxville.
All kinds of action coming up on this week. Second set underway, and it starts off with a Lady Cavalier point. The same way it ended in the first set. And it's a service ace off the hands of Sophia Bottoms.
Yeah, this is a big set, obviously, for Upperman. You win this one, and it goes back, and it's a race to 3, or, you know, a 3-set race to the finish. If you don't, you're in a big, big hole.
Set to the outside. Hickman sends it over. Dug out well to the left side. Dug out. Burchett to the left pin. Here's Hickman again. Down the line, and that one is in.
You immediately see the Tori Permenter effect. They just did not get to Presley Hickman enough in that first set up around the net. They have it immediately. 2 straight plays where they get the ball to Presley Hickman with an opportunity for a kill, and she converts on the second chance to tie up here at 1.
Just her 3rd kill of the match so far. An overpass here. Pruitt a big swing from the right side. It's dug out by Owen. To the outside, there's Bush on the dig. Burchett has handled that one. Pruitt sends it over. It's a good one all the way to the back row. Down the left side. Sent over and out of bounds. They're trying to pick out the senior and Emma Cook on that left side. Couldn't quite angle it down. And it's a point for the Lady Bees.
Those long rallies will be something to watch. Cookeville really got the better of Upperman in those long rallies in the opening set. They make a little bit of a mistake there. Upperman gets the point, but we'll keep an eye on that as we move through this one.
Now, the officials having a conversation with the athletic director here at Cookeville.
I suspect it's
something with the Upperman student section.
They got a little bit too close.
Service from Upperman to the outside, and that one is sent up and out of bounds. So an attack here from that left side, and that is the conversation. They're going to scoot the Upperman student section back a little bit and give them some space.
I suspect they're going to put them on the red. I may be wrong, or maybe behind the white line, something like that.
At least trying to.
And now we just had a change. They'll say it was tipped. And so it's going to go to 2-2.
All right.
Big change there.
So it will be a Cookeville serve. And it's 2-2 here in set 2. Cookeville took set 1, 25-22 after trailing late in the set. They were able to rattle off a few points late. Hickman a big swing cross court. And that's going to be a point for the Lady Cavaliers. I don't know how that didn't tip anybody. That was an impressive shot. And Cookeville's able to let it fly. Cookeville with the 3-2 advantage early on here in set 2. Get the service line and sent over. It drops off the table, and that's a service ace for Aniston Craig, the freshman again.
Yeah, that was a fantastic serve for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. The freshman, first varsity match, putting on a show early on, and she's a freshman champ by the student section.
Craig has had some good ones. She'll be back there again. Side spin that time, and it works out anyways. Pruitt couldn't handle it. It's going to be an early timeout taken by the Lady Bees and Coach Permenter. At the start, that Upperman was looking for early on. 5-2, Cookeville leads it. And Coach Permenter wants one of her 2 timeouts here in this second set, trailing 1 set to 0 as well.
It was not a long conversation, exactly 15 seconds for Coach Permenter. She's known for her fire. What a job she did in year 1 last year in Baxter, and now year number 2 with probably the highest outside offense. 3A opponent, and you see this Cookeville Lady Cavalier team in a really good spot. Some new faces for Cookeville, but they're gelling early on, and if they can win this set, they'll be in nearly cruise control position.
Got a really good mix of some sophomores, seniors, and obviously the freshman at the service line right now, and Craig is making her impact felt. Sends this one down the line. Pruitt not a good pass again. This one will be sent over by Hickman. It is tipped, and the Lady Bees a much-needed point to get out of the rotation.
The students are arguing, but that one was clearly tipped off the forearms on that one. But again, Cookeville's doing a fantastic job keeping it away from Pruitt and Hickman. How many matches have we seen where they just have free reign up around the net? They have not given them opportunities to make them pay, and now Hickman back in the service game. This is a big moment for Upperman.
She's got 4 kills and 3 service aces, make it 4 and 4. Another one for Presley Hickman, and within a point now here in set number 2.
The DJ Khaled there, another one by you, Jacob. Huh?
Hickman will go from the right side. Good pass to the outside. Big swing into the block. Kept alive. Bottoms will send it right side. And that one will be on the wrong side. Actually hit that right pin. Off the hands of Holman. It'll be a point for the Lady Bees. He was just trying to send it to the back row and just didn't quite catch it clean. Hickman will have the service again. More pace that time, and that's a service error. A lot of people tuning in. We appreciate you. Our broadcast today presented by Nick's Restaurant. First match of the season. High school volleyball. First official varsity contest of the season as well. Yeah. Stream-wise, of course, we had Jamboree action on Friday and the Friday night end zone show from Rock and Roll Sushi. We'll have that. How about that, sir? My goodness. Big swing from Pruitt. And that'll be a point for the Lady Cavaliers. Nice job by Wehage on that left side of the net, teaming up with Taylor Ann Owen.
Really impressed with how Cookeville has opened up this match so far. They've been cool, calm, and collected in a rowdy environment, and now settled in. 2-point lead, looking to stretch it. A little miscommunication in the back row. Here is Bush. Dug out by Hunt. In the middle, Wehage sends it through the block and down. I think that's, the perfect description of this game so far. Cookeville's just been in better positions. You mentioned a miscommunication for Upperman. That's happened far too often for Coach Permenter's liking. And Cookeville, they've just been on top of things. They feel a little bit more in rhythm here in this opening match of the season. This will be sent over by Hunt. Here's Tidwell in the middle and mishandled it. An attack error from the Lady Bees. Just couldn't quite get the timing. Upperman just trying to find themselves right now, trailing by 4 points. Seemed like they were in control in the first set. A couple of former Cookeville Cavaliers who now are in Upperman black and gold made their way up, and the students are welcoming them back to their old stomping grounds. Here's Hickman out of the back row, and it's a net violation anyways on the Lady Cavaliers, so a point for the Bees. Here comes Liliana Wilson for the first time into the front row. Tidwell will go back to serve here in set 2. Good service from Tidwell. Set on the right side. Here. Set on the right side here for Pruitt. She puts it down. If Upperman's going to have success in this match, it's clearly going to be E.K. Pruitt and Presley Hickman who get it done. And Pruitt from that right side, able to get the big swing and a point back. See if Tidwell can keep it rolling for the Lady Bees, and we'll have a stoppage for a shoe tie here around the net. Wehage making sure she gets the right shoe secured. This was ready to go. Here comes Tidwell with the service from that left side, and that one a little bit high. Got the no spin on it that she wanted, but sailed it a little bit high off the start. It'll sail out of bounds for the service error. Couple subs will check in. Coming in to serve will be Addie Clark, and B.K. Davidson will go to the front net. Here's the service from Clark down the line right side. In the air for Pruitt, rolls it over. Send the middle for Wehage. A little miscommunication there as Owen also went for. It's an attack error. No, they called a net violation on the Lady Bees. Coach Permenter disagrees. We got instant replay now. The officials are going to love that everywhere. Ooh. And the instant replay didn't help us tell either. That was
she was the only one close enough to be called for anything. There's Hickman out of the back row, and that's out of bounds.
And there's been way more mistakes made by the Lady Bees in their attacks than Cookeville has, and it's been reflective on the scoreboard now. They're starting to open it up here in the second set. Upperman just has not been precise with their attacks in this match.
12-7 advantage here in set 2, and that one, Burchett went after it. Looked like it was going to sail out of bounds. It's a service ace instead for Addie Clark. So Clark finds her first ace of the match. It's 13-7.
You saw there a longer huddle for the Lady Bees, just trying to slow themselves down a little bit.
And that one will help the service error into the net. A lot of pace on it that time from Clark. Now it's E.K. Pruitt's turn from the service line. Pruitt will work from that right side. A point for the Lady Bees makes it 13-9 as they try to cut their way back into it. Right side, attack from Owen, and that one finds the hardwood. Taylor Ann Owen with another kill. She's got 3 in the match so far. Cookeville up by 5, 14-9. Owen will go back for the service. Able to get it to drop off. Sent over by Hickman, and it caught Cookeville off guard a little bit.
I have no idea how Presley Hickman got that sort of action on that volleyball from the angle she was at. I mean, that is a really high-level play, first of all, by Pruitt to even set her up, but then the swing for Hickman with that much juice on it to that part of the floor.
Upperman service again, trailing by 4. Bush with it, goes cross court. In the air by Clark. Sent out of bounds. It's an attack error, and that's where Upperman had kind of been struggling a little bit, not letting those ones fly out when they've had the opportunities. Let that one go, and now within 3 and the serve. Comes Bush with it again, a little bit high, and that one sails.
Story of the match, it's really turning into that. Upperman, every time they get a little momentum, they make a mistake of their own kind of creation, and Cookeville has not made those mistakes to this point in this game.
Service from the Lady Cavaliers. Wilson sends it in the air for Hickman, a big swing. It was not tipped. It's out of bounds. Coach Permenter asking if it was tipped. It was not. It'll be a point for the Lady Cavaliers. We're still up by 5, 16-11. Service, not a good receive, and it's a service ace for Cookeville from Lee Hage on that service line. Another timeout for the Lady Bees. We'll step aside. You're watching the first high school volleyball match of the week by Nick's Restaurant right here on the Quality Family UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Cookeville High School. Set number 2 on 2 timeouts used by the Lady Bees here in set 2. They lost the first set 25-22, down 17-11 here in another service ace from Lee Hage on that back line.
Cookeville's been so precise. They kind of had that moment in the middle of the first set, but since then they have been really starting to dominate this match.
Lee Hage a couple of service aces, make it 3 in a row.
And they're working quick. Lee Hage is going very quickly, and Upperman kind of on their back heels every time the serve goes, and she's just dropping it right into the middle of the floor.
On Lee Hage again. Burchett another bad receive. 4 in a row for the Lady Cavaliers. It's 20-11.
This is sensational stuff by Lee Hage in the service game, putting on a display.
Senior getting the job done. 20-11 Cookeville leads. How about 5 in a row? Miscommunication in the back line now. And Coach Permitzer immediately going to the bench and making a sub. As Morgan Gehring will check in.
And that's a coachable moment right now for a player who's going to play big plays this year for Upperman. And immediately, though, the sub comes in and makes a play.
Into the block, kept alive. How about Gehring? A couple of touches to keep it alive. Left side attack and out of bounds.
And that's how you stay on the floor if you're Gehring. You come in and you make two plays like that.
Destroyed by her teammates. Gehring checks in and makes a couple of plays. A defensive specialist, a junior for this Lady Bees squad. Made the pass and they kept it alive on the attack. Back serving now is Shayla Burchett. 21-12 as Upperman looks to get a little bit of life. Left side attack into the nets. An attack here and a point for the Lady Bees. Back-to-back points.
And more than anything else, this is where if you're Cookeville, you don't want to allow any momentum for Upperman into a third set. They're in a really strong position here in the second, but they would like to end it quickly. They don't want to turn this thing into a war. So an important sequence for Cookeville to try to finish this one strong. And it is a final. Stone Memorial beat Smith County tonight 3-1. They win the fourth set 25-21.
Stone Memorial with their first win of the season. There's an attack from the right side for the Lady Cavaliers. BK Davidson with the kill. It's her second of the match. She gets a big cheer as well.
Clean receive immediately into the set. That is textbook volleyball for Cookeville. Story of the match. They continue to make those routine plays with ease. 22-13 is the lead now for the Lady Cavaliers here in set two. They are feeling it. They are.
Mentioned they're down a player in Brianna Harper, one of their starters in the starting rotation, injured herself in warm-ups. Davidson getting an opportunity, making the most of it. That one saved initially and now put down. Lady Cavaliers find themselves another point. 23-13 here in set two.
They've dominated this set. The score absolutely reflects how in control they've been.
It started Upperman making mistakes. Now Cookeville starting to put it on them. There's a rare error, a service error to make it 23-14 as BK Pruitt will make her way back into the rotation. Back serving will be Emery Huddleston. Sent over in the middle. Holman off the block and out, tools it for the kill, and it's set point 24-14 as Brooklyn Holman finds her second kill of the match. Going back for the service will be the freshman Aniston Craig. Looking to go up 2-0. Cross court, received by Bush to the right side. Hickman into the block and outs. And they're going to give the point to Cookeville. It was not tipped. 25-14, the final score in set two. So a 2-0 lead for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. Lady Cavs will try to get it done in straight sets when we return. You're watching high school volleyball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Quality Family UCR Media Network.
Rock and Roll Sushi is the Upper Cumberland's home for bold flavors in a rocking environment. Featuring delicious and unique sushi, ramen, and hibachi options, along with a full bar, they've got what it takes to make your game day dining experience great. Stop in at 541 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville so their friendly staff can take care of you, or order online at rockandrollsushi.com. Rock and Roll Sushi is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Friday Night End Zone Show on the UCR Media Network. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee-Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Lady Cavaliers have a 2-0 lead against visiting Upperman here for this first high school volleyball match of the year. First of the season for both these sides. 2 teams a year ago that won 20-plus matches. Upperman made the 2A state tournament. Cookeville, a very good season, undefeated in district play, won the district tournament. Fell in their region semifinal to a very good Siegel team. Expected to have a good year this year as well. Cookeville wins second set 25-14 after taking the first set 25-22. I'm Jacob Vincent, Noel McKay to my right. Cameron Hughes on camera tonight. And our broadcast is presented by Nick's Restaurant. Noah, Cookeville back and forth in that first set, to control late in the first set, and they dominated set 2.
They absolutely dominated set 2, and we mentioned in the open this is a measuring stick game, and right now Cookeville is sending a message. This is a team with Class 2A state championship aspirations in the form of Upperman, and Cookeville has clearly, through 2 sets, been the better team. It is a best-of-5 match, however, and we've seen matches turn in a hurry in the past. Cookeville knows it, Upperman knows it as well. The start to this third set going to be critical, because Cookeville was never in danger of not winning set number 2. It has been a very impressive performance for the Lady Cavs so far.
Absolutely dominant there in set 2. And a lot of it coming from the service line. Kind of started with Upperman making a good amount of errors early on in set 2. And then Cookeville just put it away with ease.
Yeah, I think that's been the main story, Jacob. You know, Cookeville has made the routine plays routine, and Upperman's had a lot of self-inflicted wounds. And when one team's doing that and another team's not, you get the result, which is 2-0. If Upperman doesn't stop those self-inflicted wounds, they're going to be in big, big trouble.
So we started off with service here from the Lady Bees from the right side as Huddleston sends it over. That's into the block and down. And a kill for the Lady Cavaliers to start it off from that right side on that right pin.
Speaking of Nick's Restaurant, man, I'm starving. Later on this week, I may have to get some Nick's Restaurant. I have to waddle my way into
They posted
Nick's
a picture
Restaurant.
of the greatest invention ever.
Ice cream pie?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
just started salivating.
Madison and I went on a date night there a couple of weeks ago, got the prime rib, and of course had ice cream pie. It was fantastic.
Appreciate them for making it possible to broadcast some volleyball this year.
And one of the cool things about Nick's Restaurant is that a lot of the servers, waiters, and waitresses in there are former athletes in the Upper Cumberland, so you see some familiar faces when you go in and enjoy just a fantastic meal whenever you go.
Aniston Craig just found her second service ace of the match. She's going to try to get number 3. That one received well by Gehring, who stays in there in the back row here for set 3. This one dumped off. A one-handed save by Pruitt. Here's Hickman from the left side. In the air, back to get it Hunt as she dives on the hardwood, just short of the brick wall back there. Couldn't quite get there. You love the effort, though.
Yeah, no doubt. Love the effort, and if Upperman's going to get back into this one, it is going to be Kate Pruitt and Presley Hickman. They're going to have to put on the Superwoman capes if they want a chance to get back in this match, but it starts with this set right here, and finally had their first point now. Let's see if Hickman can give them some inspiration, maybe the
Seems
lead.
like they haven't found any rhythm.
Yep.
That being the Lady Bees. A big credit to Cookeville before that, taking them out of that rhythm. There's an attack on the outside for Bush. That'll help. Josie Bush gets the tip and the kill. Just her second. You said it. It's going to be those players at the net, Bush, Pruitt, and Hickman, that are going to have to get them back into it. Hickman back serving right now from the right side. It's a good one. And it's into the stands for a service ace.
And you've seen the flashes of why this Upperman team is so highly touted entering this year. They just haven't quite put it all together yet. But you've seen what they can do with the service game. You've seen the power they have, not just with the two I mentioned, Josie Bush doing it as well, Bella Tidwell. They've got everything you could want. They just are not in rhythm, and credit Cookeville for that.
5 aces now for Hickman. Sends another one over. This one tipped over. Huddleston to the outside. Here's Bush through the block. Powers it through for the kill, and Upperman, a little bit of momentum early on.
Yeah, we know this is a group that when they start rolling, they really get rolling. That's why it's on Cookeville to try to end it right here, right now.
4-2 start for these Lady Bees. Hickman still serving. Goes from the right side, cross court, back left. Coleman with the left hand, dug out by Hickman. Now back row attack for Hickman. That one's into the net. An attack here, and Cookeville, a much-needed point, makes it 4-3.
The GOAT, Goose, is tuning in from Crossville. Mentioned Stone Memorial just wrapped up a 3-1 victory over Smith County tonight. He's going home earlier than we are.
Hardest working man in sports.
It's rare.
It's a great serve. Here's Bush. And that one out of bounds. So the attack here.
And if you're just tuning in, that's the story of the game right there. When Upperman's had their opportunities around the net, they have not capitalized on it.
4-4 here in set 3. Lady Cavs won set 1, 25-22. Set 2, 25-14. Comes the service from Hunt. Good receive that time by Burchin on the right side. Pruitt off the block, kept alive and up in the air. There's Bush on the left side. Had to readjust, and a good readjustment for the kill. Nice job by Josie Bush. It's her 4th kill. Leanna Wilson back into the front row. Back to serve will be Tidwell. Tidwell sends it over. Received by Craig. Here's a right side attack now by Sailors. Free ball now for the Lady Cavaliers. Bottoms in the middle.
Nice play.
Sends it over. And a net violation called on the Lady Bees. Will be a point for Cookeville.
That was a really nice play for Cookeville, and they've just done that routinely. They seem like they're in mid-season form, and just over and over and over again making the plays they need to make.
5-5 here in set 3. Sent over early by the Lady Bees, trying to catch them off guard. Bush on the outside was a good set, just couldn't quite get there, and an attack error from Josie Bush. So a point for Cookeville. They now lead by 1. Upperman had the early lead here in set 3. Cookeville retakes it. Good pass there. Right side. Here's Pruitt. And that one just out of bounds off that sideline on the attack error. This is when Cookeville's been able to take advantage on some of those attack errors. They really make it hurt from this service line. On a huge run with Wehage in set 2.
Go in.
And that
oh
one
my goodness.
just barely saved by Hickman. In the middle, the quick set for Wehage. That'll be a point for the Lady Bees on the lift.
And second time they've gotten Cookeville for that, and this one was more clear than the first time underneath before turning it over to the opposite end.
7-6 the lead for Cookeville, leading 2-0 here in this best-of-5 match. Hunt on the pass, in the middle, dumped off.
Nice.
And that one is going to be a point for the Lady Cavaliers. A really nice job by Addie Clark on the dump.
And Cookeville's just played this very smart. They know where the strength of this Upperman team is on the outside with their big hitters. So they just kind of dumped it over their heads all match long. They just put it into different positions and haven't just played right into the size of this Lady B team.
Owen back at the service line, kept alive and sent over. There's a right side attack coming into the block and in the air. And two players going for it in Pruitt and Huddleston, and that's just kind of been the story of the night. Miscommunication and errors combining. Two players that had a ton of playing time last year as well.
Yeah, you would not think that Cookeville is the team that has a little bit less experience on the floor, but they have looked very cool, calm, and collected, and Upperman is not in this one.
Huddleston to the right side for Bush. Kept it alive for the moment, now goes down as Josie Bush, a big swing, will find the points. 9-7, Cookeville's lead is 2. Bush will go back for the service now. Leads him in kills alongside Presley Hickman with 5. Hunt there on the receive to the outside. Big swing off the block. Pruitt on the dig. Left side attack for Hickman off the top of the block. Back row attack for Owen. There's Pruitt again. There's Hickman with a big swing. Owen mishandled, an overpass, kept in the air. Wilson is there, and she keeps it up. Hickman now rolls it over, dugout. There's Wilson, just dumps it off. Right side, into the block, and down. Hickman right there with the Liliana Wilson on that left side.
That may be the most fun rally of the match so far. Both teams making plays around the net. And Liliana Wilson, she's played really well the past couple of points. Has made a couple of saves, and that time Wise with the volleyball. And Presley Hickman makes the play to get the point.
9-8 lead for Cookeville. Upperman with the service. Here comes Bush again. That one drops off the table. An overpass. Wilson right there. Couldn't quite get on top of it, though, and sails it out of bounds.
And that's another thing Cookeville's done really well. When they haven't had a real opportunity, just keep it in play somehow. Send it back over. Give yourselves another opportunity. They've done that throughout these 3 sets.
Carrying back into the back line for Bush now for the Lady Bees. Back serving is Wehage. This is where they went on their run in set 2. Hickman puts that to bed quickly. Gets the kill as she tools it off the block. Presley Hickman now with a team-high 6 kills. And Upperman will have the service again. Trailing by 1, 10-9. B. Burchett back there. She'll send it over with the right hand. A good one. Hunt on the receive. Right side. Sent over by Davidson. To the outside for Hickman. Just tips it over the block. A smart shot there. Realizing the block was going forward the whole way. Just throws the change up at him.
Lady Bees are in a pretty good rotation right now with Presley Hickman coming down that left side. That's one of her favorite spots, and they're doing a better job in this set of getting it to her with an opportunity to do the type of damage that she's so well known for.
They've weathered the storm a little bit here in set 3. All knotted up at 10. A high serve that drops off into the net. Kept up.
Nice.
Sent over. Nice job there by Addie Clark. Here's Tidwell in the middle. An overpass. Hickman right there. Kept alive by Owen. Holman will just send it over. An opportunity here for the Bees. Tidwell adjusts and sends it back row. The air right side for Davidson, who puts it down on the hardwood. BK Davidson has 3 kills in the match.
Fantastic kill by Davidson. That was pinpoint accurate in the back corner of the floor. Gets a big ovation. Cookeville knows they want to slam the door here and win this thing in straight sets. This is much more like set 1, Jacob. This is where Cookeville went on their run in that first set.
Be the starting center coming in. Sophia Bottoms back at the service line in their 6-2 formation. Sends it over with the right hands. And that one just out of bounds. A little bit long. Be service now for the Lady Bees. The Emory Huddleston back there. 11 all here in set 3. Good one. That one completely drops off and finds the hardwood. A service ace for Emory Huddleston for the first time tonight.
You've seen both teams show flashes in this one. Cookeville a little bit more of why they've got high expectations entering this year, but when Upperman has not been making those self-inflicted wounds, we've seen these long rallies back and forth and some really good serves. That one maybe the best of the bunch.
12-11 is the lead now for the Lady Bees. Haven't had a lead in a long time. A right side attack for Cookeville, dug out. Here's Hickman, rolls it over down the line. Bottoms keeps it in the air. To the left side, tapped over. Huddleston sets outside. Here's Hickman into the block. There's Huddleston. Hickman will try it again. Big swing, puts it down. It wasn't covered up. And Upperman leads by 2.
3 free runs for Presley Hickman. Eventually the point's going to go on the board for the Lady Bees. She makes it count. 3rd time's the charm.
13-11 the advantage now for Upperman. Trailing 2 sets to 0. Service again, a good one from Huddleston, and it's a service ace for Emory Huddleston.
Certainly seems like Upperman has found their groove a little bit here in set number 3, a more familiar brand of volleyball, but Cookeville right there in it. They just need a little run. They get a lead late in this set, it's going to turn into a madhouse.
14-11 the advantage for the Lady Bees, trailing 2 sets to 0. Another good serve. Outside, Sailors into the block. Tidwell keeps it up. Hickman in a tough angle. Owen digs it out. Sailors will try it again. That one a little bit too high. It's actually Cook on the attack. But Upperman another point, and the first time out of the match for the Lady Cavaliers for Coach Hicks. 15-11 the advantage now for Upperman here in set 3. Cookeville leading the match 2-0.
And this, I think, is the first set for the most part, and this is what we expected to see. Cookeville completely dominated that second set, giving this commanding 2-0 advantage. But for Upperman, if you find a way to win this one, all of a sudden there's a lot of pressure on Cookeville to win the fourth. And they, quite frankly, just gotten out of their own way. Cookeville's made some nice plays in this set. Upperman has as well. A couple of more, obviously, with a 15-11 lead. But we're starting to see both teams closer to their best, and that's the kind of match I think everybody paid to see tonight.
15-11 here in set 3.
I do know this. Cookeville's got to find a way to get Emery Huddleston off that serve line right now, because she is tearing them up the past several points.
Couple of aces here on this run at the line so far. They're going 4 to receive this service in the back row for the Lady Cavaliers. A short serve that time for Huddleston to the outside. That's Sailors. Tools it off the block. They're going to say a net violation on the Lady Cavaliers.
Let's see. Instant replay presented by our friends at Henry Brothers Roofing. Let's find out. I have no clue. All right.
All right. Well,
no clue.
Cavaliers going to use that one, and it turns into a service ace for Huddleston. That's a big swing right there. You thought you were getting the service back. Instead, you go down 2 more points.
First time in the match, it feels like Upperman starting to run downhill, and that is a good sign if you're Coach Tori Permint or a Lady B fan watching at home.
17-11, and that one catches the net. That was going to be about the only way that Cookeville was going to get out of that rotation. 17-12, they trail by 5, and here comes the freshman and Aniston Craig to the service line now. Craig has had a good night from this service line, sends this one over with the right hand. Received by Gehring to the right side. Hickman taps it over and finds the soft spot. Coach Hicks is asking for a left. Not going to get it.
She's in her bag right now. Presley Hickman all over the floor. You're seeing her make an impact. Now she's going to go back and serve as Upperman looks to find a way to win their first set here on the road against a big-time rival for them. Haven't seen a lot of matchups between these two schools, but the intensity level, the crowd here, tells you why everybody wants to see them play.
18-12, the advantage for the Lady Bees here in set 3. That one may have been sailing out of bounds. Cookeville keeps it in. Going to be a free ball. Hickman, Huddleston, right side, Pruitt, out of bounds, an attack error. So Cookeville fortunate to keep the point there, trailing by 6. If they're going to get back into it, it's got to be right here and right now.
They keep the point. Presley Hickman only gets 1 serve. That's a big deal for Cookeville.
Broadcast today presented by Nick's Restaurant. You see their logo there in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Some of the best food in the area. There's a roll shot by Bush. What a save by Bottoms. Good dig there by Burchett. Right side, Pruitt off the top of the block. Bottoms right there. Hunt will send it in the air right side. Sailors off the block. Tidwell right there puts it down for the Lady Bees. The solo stuff.
Bella Tidwell's having a really nice sit for Upperman around the net. She is their biggest body up to go with the blocks, and now she gets to go and serve. Liliana Wilson, who's also very tall, goes into the front to try and help with the blocks as well.
Tidwell back at the service line after the solo stuff. 19-13 the advantage for Upperman here in set 3, trailing the match 2-0. They needed a big set here. And a save by Hickman. Right side, Pruitt. In the air for Bottoms. Left side attack for Owen off the top of the block. Bush, dug out. Bottoms will dump it off, and it's put down. Really nice job by Sophia Bottoms.
Yeah, it's a tremendous play by Bottoms racing up, and I think Upperman's asking about a potential lift. They'll say absolutely not, so that's a big win. And Cookeville here, you need a run if you want a chance to end this thing in straight sets. Upperman with a 5-point lead, only needing 6 more to win this set. But if they can get a little run and get this crowd back into it, they've been subdued just a bit here in the past few points.
Got their second setter and Addie Clark back serving. So right side attack for Pruitt. Sent over. Left side now for Bush. Off the tape, dug out. Back row it comes. Huddleston sent over by Wilson. That's a really nice save. Weehage puts it down. Kind of an awkward rally, but it ends up in a point for the Lady Cavaliers.
This is the first set. It feels like both teams are playing some high-level volleyball. The Lady Cavs had 3 or 4 digs that were nearly impossible in that rally, and they're rewarded with the point.
19-15. Outside, Bush into the block, kept up. Right side, Pruitt taps it over. The pancake keeps it alive for Hunt. Sent down the line, Burchett, it's an overpass. Davidson. Right side, Davidson will try it again. Burchett's there. Here's Bush, rolls it over. Burchett in the air, back row. Hickman just sends it on over. Left side attack, big swing. The block is there. Wilson and Pruitt team up for it. The point for the Lady Bees makes it 20-15.
Gotten interesting all of a sudden here. Felt like Cookeville was about to dominate their way to 3-0. Upperman has settled in nicely.
A tremendous serve and a service ace for E.K. Pruitt.
And she is settled in. Had that really kind of rough stretch of a couple of points. Got to take a breather. Sub came in and did well for us. It's going to be another time out here for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. And E.K. Pruitt has answered the challenge leveled by her head coach since that moment. She's been very, very good.
Second timeout taken here in this set for the Lady Cavaliers. 21-15, Upperman leads here in set 3. Cookeville won the first 2 sets. Close one in the first 25-22. Cookeville dominated set 2. A little back and forth here at the start of set 3. And Lady Bees, though, starting to impose their will a little bit here in set 3.
Yeah, Cookeville looked fantastic, and they still have looked good. Even in this third set, we've seen some really good volleyball back and forth. But Upperman entered with such high expectations on this season. First 2 sets, I don't think were a reflection of the caliber of volleyball team that they have. This third set, you're starting to see more flashes of it. The question is, are they in too big of a hole? Cookeville, by nature, this 2-0 lead, they don't even have to win this set. If they come back to win it, it's going to be insane in here. But they have another 2 sets to try and close the door on their rival. So the fast start could pay big dividends for the Lady Cavs.
21-15 is the advantage for the Lady Bees here in the first match of the season for both sides. Good serve out of the timeout, and E.K. Pruitt has another ace.
It looks like it's slowed down for E.K. Pruitt. She's in complete command, and that's exactly who you want to have the ball in the service game.
It's her second. That one went up a little bit higher, changed the elevation. Outside, big swing for Bush off the tape. Right side, kept up. There's an attack for Bush again. Through the block and down. Josie Bush has another kill.
Josie Bush loves that left flank. She just sprints down, and she's got so much power that time. Mentioned earlier, Presley Hickman got 3 chances. That time Josie Bush gets a couple. And now Upperman 2 points away from a really convincing third set.
He's in control here in set 3. Off the tape and down. E.K. Pruitt does it again. It is set point for Upperman. 24-15. Pruitt just go ahead and finish it off. Gonna change the back row for the Lady Cavaliers. It's received. A quick set in the middle for Weehage, and gonna extend it for at least a little bit. Set point number 2, 24-16.
What a match that she's had so far. Weehage in that second set when they were dominating, it was good because of the play she was making.
5 straight aces.
It's crazy.
She's got 4 kills on the night and a block. And a very good match. Back serving is Owen. 24-16, set point number 2. That one a little too close to the net. And it's going to be a point for the Lady Cavaliers now.
And I mentioned back in the second set, Cookeville didn't want to allow Upperman to get any momentum late in that set. Same deal here for Upperman. They just need 1 more point. They're very likely to win this third set, but you don't want to allow Cookeville to regain that rhythm.
24-17. Right side, big swing Bush, and that'll do it. Lady Bees takes set 3, 25-17 as Josie Bush gets it done from that right side. Her 7th kill of the match. And we will head to a 4th as you watch high school volleyball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Quality Family UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Lady Bees needed a good third set, and they got it. They win set 3, 25-17 to extend this match. As we head to a fourth set here at Cookeville High School, Lady Cavaliers taking on the Lady Bees in the first volleyball match of the season for both sides. I'm Jacob Vincent, Noel McKay, Cameron Hughes to my right. So glad to have you along live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. Presented by Nick's Restaurants on the Quality Family UCR Media Network. We are back live and in color. And all kinds of stuff coming up this week in the rest of this school year.
It's like riding a bike. All sorts of original content.
That's right.
Stuff that we do.
We do indeed.
Take pictures and videos of. We're really here.
Deuce was out covering Stowe Memorial and Smith County earlier. Stowe Memorial a 3-1 victory against Smith County to start their season on high notes. Another team expected to have a good season. Another two teams expected to have good seasons. Upperman with an attack early on here in set 4. This one dug out. Here's Hickman. Into the block. Now Tidwell rolls it over. That one will sail out. It's an attack error to start it off. And Upperman has the first point of set 4. Got to credit the Lady Bees. They got dominated in set 2. No which way about it. And they were able to kind of settle themselves and really have a nice third set.
It seemed like they were nervous, honestly, more than anything else, and they have certainly settled in. Another point on the board. It's 2-0 already.
And that could have been a little bit of it. This place was packed to start. Some of those teams, or some of those people have left after the second set. That's a really nice service, and Upperman taking a 3-0 lead early on. Maybe just with some of those people filing out, seeming that the Lady Cavaliers are just going to walk out of here with a victory. They've been able to settle in nicely. A good service from Huddleston. Right side attack coming. Dug out. Huddleston will set to the outside. Hickman, big swing, puts it down. It's 4 straight to open up set 4.
I wouldn't mind a timeout here if I'm Cookeville. This has not started well, and it is picking up right where they left off for Upperman, who really, Cookeville dominated the second set. Call a spade a spade. Upperman dominated that third set, and they have started out very fast.
Especially second half of that third set as well. 4 straight to open it up. Huddleston, another good service. In the middle for Holman. They need it. They got it. They got the tip out of that back row. And Holman will have the kill out of the middle. Third kill for Holman tonight and a much-needed one. 4-1 the lead for Upperman. More action coming up tomorrow with the UCR football show presented by Fire and Vine in some capacity. We'll see. That's a really nice job out of the back row with the communication letting that one sail, making it 5-1. We'll have Tennessee Tech soccer on Thursday and all kinds of football on Friday with UC game day morning. 7 total games I think it is across the UCR media networks. Really good service again from the Lady Bees, and they have just continued their dominance here in set 4. Presley Hickman with the ace.
7 total games.
We'll have 2 games of the week. Warren County Sports Authority will have Warren County and DeKalb County. And then we'll just have really good football on the rest of them. Of course, one on Saturday as well. Hickman sends that one into the net. It will all be wrapped up with the Friday night end zone show presented by Rock and Roll Sushi. It's going to be so much fun. Week 1 Friday night end zone show is tremendous, and now it's on site at Rock and Roll Sushi. It's going to be a ton of fun this week. Bush tools that one off the block. It's 7-2 here in set 4.
Cookeville needs something to change in a hurry, Jacob.
Got to get some kind of energy on that side of the gym.
When you dominate the way they did to a 2-0 lead, you do not want to be in a 5th set all of a sudden with the other team just rolling, and they're staring that in the face. Still time in this set, but they need a change.
That's smart. Wow. That is so smart from Sophia Bottoms. They needed that one badly.
And Sophia's had a couple of plays just like that, just really smart plays. A little dump off over the top of the net, senses the gap and takes advantage.
Cookeville looking to go on a little bit of a run here, trailing by 4. Going back for the service will be Addie Clark. Sent to the back row, there's Hickman. Quick set in the middle, Bush out of the middle, and there are 2 players into the net. They're going to get Bush with it first. Just kind of ran out of real estate there. A little bit too much momentum. 7-4. Comes Clark with the service again. Good pass. Wilson to the outside. Here's Bush now left side, and that one will go down. Josie Bush quietly having a 10-kill night. Her and Presley Hickman both into that category now.
Well, her off that same spot she's in right now is what turned the tide in that 3rd set. She coming down the left side just over and over and over again, finding ways to find the soft spot in the defense.
Pruitt from the right side now on the service. Left side attack for the Lady Cavaliers. The outside, Bush into the net. It's an attack error. 8-5 lead for the Lady Bees. Cookeville, though, making their run, and now their senior is back at the service line. And Taylor Ann Owen. Coach Hicks trying to will his team back into it here early on in set 4. Hickman from the back row into the block.
Wow.
Push it there, sent over by Bush. One-handed save. Sent back row, Hickman, push, and it goes down for a Cookeville point.
See the effort, both teams laying it out there, diving all around the hardwood, but Cookeville starting to find their groove again. They can get the lead and get this crowd really back into it.
Here's Owen from the service line again. Tough pass to handle, Hickman sends it over. Owen in the air left side, big swing, Cook down. Emma Cook with the kill from the left side.
Haven't seen a ton of huge swings for Cookeville, but Cook uncorked on that one. Lady Cavaliers have the momentum again. Here they come.
A 1-point set here in set 4. Upperman led 7-2 here in this 4th set. And that's a tremendous serve. Just completely drops off the table, and we are tied at 8 as that catches just inside the end line there for the Lady Cavaliers on the service ace from Owen.
Well, Jacob, I said something needed to change for Cookeville, and it did. And right now the service game has been very, very good. And they got the big kill as well. And Coach Permenter doesn't want to wait to give up the lead. She burns the timeout now, trying to spark her team back into rhythm the way that they were earlier. But you're right, the gym is emptied out a little bit. The Upperman students, about half of them, more than half of them, have either dispersed or gone home, so it's a little bit different atmosphere, and Cookeville maybe can take advantage of that as their students are still largely here down to our right.
Now 8-8, and all of this has been coming with the senior back at the service line and Taylor Ann Owen. First timeout used by the Lady Bees. Here in set 4, Cookeville leads the match 2-1. They won the first 2 sets. Upperman won set 3. Set to the right side. Bush tools it off the block for the points. Now 11 on the night for Josie Bush. And it's a 9-8 advantage again for the Lady Bees. There's Bush from the service line. That one catches a piece. Woo-hoo, that was close.
What a serve. That's outstanding. Definitely meant to do that. That's what you say.
That goes for both sides. Cookeville is going to let that fly no matter what. And I think that's the right decision. It was just a perfect serve. 10-8. Another good one. That one catches the hardwood as well. Back to back now for Josie Bush.
Oh, you get the one that just catches the back end of the end line, and then all of a sudden you drop it about, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet in front of that spot. That's just smart volleyball by Josie Bush.
Both teams have really served it well tonight. Cookeville's just made a few less errors to this point. Speaking of, that one sails out.
Yeah, statistically at the end of this, it seems like Upperman's definitely going to have a significant amount of more self-inflicted wounds, and in a match that is this tight, that can be the difference.
Two teams very evenly matched. Wayhage trying to go a little bit shorter there. As no one catches the tape and falls on their side for the service error. 12-9 lead for Upperman here in set 4.
I'm going to say the line if they hang on and win this set. First time this year.
Might be saying it a lot on Friday.
You aren't kidding.
As Holman sends that one into the net, and attack error. No, it's going to be at Gordonsville and Coalfield. That is going to be so much
slobber knocker.
That literally. I mean, you want smash mouth football?
We got it.
That's it right there. Another good serve. That's a service ace for Shayla Burchett.
Upperman's been so good in the service game these past 2 sets. Ace is really tallying up, and game continues to get tighter.
Hey, still a good amount of people tuning in. We appreciate you now. Late on a Monday night, presented by Nick's Restaurant here on the Quality Family UCR Media Network.
It's almost Jacob's bedtime.
You ain't lying. I think I went to bed at 9 last night, so. I kid you not. It got to 8:30. I looked outside and go, is it 11 o'clock?
No.
It was 8:30. It's all right. We had our caffeine today. 14-10 advantage for Upperman here in set 4. For a match that is shaping up to be all kinds of fun. Bottoms back at the service line, sends a good one over. There's Hickman on the outside. Off the top of the tape, Bottoms right there. Hunt sends it to the outside, rolled over, Burchett. Huddleston outside, Hickman, big swing, dug out, and overpass. In the middle, Tidwell adjusts, sends it back row, and finds the floor. It's a really nice job by Bella Tidwell.
Yeah, smart play, and I thought they were definitely going back to Presley Hickman, and so did Cookeville, and all of a sudden Tidwell had it in the middle and just punches it to the back. Upperman starting to find their control again, up by 5.
15-10 they lead. And if you win this one, you got all the momentum going to set 5. Of course, that would be first to 15, win by 2. That's a net violation on Cookeville, and it's now a 6-point lead for the Lady Bees. Coach Hicks already used 1 timeout. I beg your pardon, Upperman has already used 1 timeout here in this set. That was when it was 8-8. It's 8-2 since that point. Outside, swing, out of bounds. No tip, Upperman points. It's 17-10.
Service game continues to be the strongest part for Upperman in this one. They're known for their power, but it's this back line that's getting it done.
Here is Huddleston. This is who started off this set. They led 7-2 early on in set 4. On the run there from that right side. Now sent over. Bottoms. Outside attack this time and put down. Cook couldn't get it to go from the right side, switches to the left pin and finds the kill.
Yeah, if you're Cookeville, it's go time right now. You're trying to get on a run here in this set with a big comeback. Do not see that pivotal fifth set.
Aniston Craig will have the service for the Lady Cavaliers, trailing by 6 here in set 4. Cookeville leads the match 2-1. Dominated set 2 after winning the first set narrowly. Upperman won set 3, 25-17. That'll be an attack error from the left side from the Lady Bees. Back-to-back points now for the Lady Cavaliers. 17-12 as Craig readies and sends it over. In the middle for Tidwell with a big swing. She finds the floor.
I mentioned Upperman's known for their power, and Bella Tidwell absolutely unleashed on that one. A huge swing and kill. And Lady Bees can sniff a fifth set now.
It was a really good set as well from Huddleston, who's had a nice night at that setter spot. 18-12, up by 6. Hickman back at the service line. Will bring it over with the right hands. It's a good one. Hunt on the receive. To the outside. Owen sends it over. Here's Tidwell again. Will send it back row. Owen another try. And that one goes down. Taylor Ann Owen from that left side with the kill. Cookeville needed that one. They get within 5.
That's a great kill. Nobody on the back line for Upperman. Got him out of position, shielding that right side, and she puts it down in the back left.
Here comes the service from Hunt. Right side attack for Pruitt. Now an overpass. Free opportunity here for the Bees. Left-handed shot for Bush. A little bit of a change-up, and it works out.
I mentioned in the first set, Josie Bush is somebody who kind of played half the matches last year, would come in and out. She's going to be out there nearly the entire time, and she's rewarding her coach because she's made a ton of plays in these 2 successful sets for the Lady Bees.
Tidwell on the service, and that's into the net. A service error, 19-14. These teams in action tomorrow. Cookeville on the road at Smyrna. Upperman will host DeKalb County. Cookeville tries to get back into it a little bit more. Clark from the service line. Right side, big swing, blocked up. And miscommunication, a pancake sent over. Here's Bush on the swing. Into the net, it's Upperman points. And Coach Perminter loves it.
How in the world did the Lady Bees win that point?
No idea.
I mean, goodness gracious. The pancake to save it, and then finding the kill. And it's going to be timeout time, and I think Coach Hicks sensing is Coach Perminter's mauling her libero. But that was a huge, and you've seen it, just Upperman looks much more comfortable than they did in the first 2 sets. Those self-inflicted wounds have started to disappear, and they controlled the third. Right now they're controlling the fourth with a 6-shot lead.
Oh, it's big too because, yeah, you're up by 6 now because of that save. If not, it's only a 4-point match at 19-15 with Cookeville having the service. So a 2-point swing with that save. Lead by 6, 20-14. You keep the service as well. Cookeville uses the timeout. Both teams now with 1 timeout remaining here at set 4. Cookeville leading the match 2-1. Not out of it just yet. But Upperman in the driver's seat here at set 4 to set up for a winner-take-all set 5. If they would play to 15, you still got to win by 2. So a timeout taken for either side here in the 4th set. Upperman won the 3rd set 25-17. Another good service out of the timeout. And that one is not going to be saved. On the wrong side of the pin. Another point for the Lady Bees. Now 4 points away from taking this 4th. Fell in set 1, 25-22 after leading late. Fell in set 2, 25-14. And now a service ace for E.K. Pruitt. Her 3rd. It's 22-14. Pruitt will bring it again. Goes right side this time. Received well. Sent over. To the outside, push, the swing, put down. 23-14. Josie Bush now with 12 kills on the night.
I did not think we were going to see a fifth set at the end of the second. Upperman has turned it around in a hurry, and Cookeville, they're going to need a spark of some sort.
2 more points until that. The good serve from Pruitt, right side. Here's Owen into the block and down. Well, Liliana Wilson and Josie Bush on that left side.
They've come out a couple of times for some big blocks and some kills, and Lady Bees had every ounce of momentum in this gym.
10-point advantage, set point Upperman. Pruitt. In the middle for Wehage. Kept alive, and Wehage will keep Cookeville in it for just a little bit longer here in set 4. 24-15. Owen back at the service line. Received by Burchett. Set to the outside, here's Hickman. The big swing is sent high, an attack error. It's 24-16, set point number 3. Owen. Huddleston sends it to Hickman again. Off the block. Kept up by Clark, outside, blocked by Wilson. That one is a big swing from the left side for Cook as she puts it down.
Yeah, pivotal here for Cookeville to get that momentum. This thing is barreling towards a fifth set, but they were a little bit out of control for a moment there. They're settling back in. Big crowd tuning in. We welcome you in.
24-17, set point number 4. Right side, push into the block. Kept alive. Here's Hickman. Just going to punch it to the back row. And Coach Permitzer asking why she kind of elected to go the way she did it, kind of on the bottom side of the fists.
Over 300 devices between Facebook and YouTube getting in right now.
Set point number 5 here, 24-18. Bush taps it over, and we're going to head to the 5th. 25-18, Upperman wins set 4. Winner take all, set 5 will be on the other side.
I'm going to say the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn ready. Decisive 5th on the other side. This is high school volleyball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Quality Family, UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Rock and Roll Sushi is the Upper Cumberland's home for bold flavors in a rocking environment. Featuring delicious and unique sushi, ramen, and hibachi options, along with a full bar, they've got what it takes to make your game day dining experience great. Stop in at 541 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville so their friendly staff can take care of you, or order online at rockandrollsushi.com. Rock and Roll Sushi is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Friday Night End Zone Show on the UCR Media Network. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Cookeville High School. It wouldn't be the first match of the season without a 5-set thriller between the Cavaliers and the Lady Bees. Cookeville wins the first two sets, 25-22, 25-14. Upperman wins sets 3 and 4, 25-17, 25-18. I'm Jacob Vincent, Noel McKay, Cameron Hughes. It's been fun tonight. We're going to go a little bit longer.
JV went 3 sets, was a classic. This one we thought would be a classic. Cookeville took a commanding 2-0 lead, and we went, whoa, maybe this is going to be an early night. Not so fast. Upperman has really 2 phenomenal sets. I mean, dominance at times in both of those sets, and now it's a 15-point race to the finish. All bets are off. It's 1 set for the win.
Teams making their way onto the court. Rotations being set.
All of a sudden it got rowdy in here again.
It slimmed down a little bit. The students still pretty much here. Those have both slimmed down a little bit. Still a good crowd on hand here at Cookeville High School. Ton of people tuning in. We appreciate you. Broadcast presented by Nick's Restaurant. You see their logo bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Here we go in the 5th. Upperman with the service to the left side. Tapped over. Burchett kept it alive, but it's put down. And Cookeville finds the first point thanks to Eliza Sailors.
You know, in the first 4 sets, we got 25 points. You got a little breathing room. You can go down a couple of points early. When it's a race to 15, it kind of compresses everything. So important to get a fast start. Cookeville with the first point.
Upperman built all that momentum, winning sets 3 and 4 in pretty handled fashion, 25-17, 25-18. Here's Greg with the service, and that sails out. So 1 apiece here early on in set 5. A race to 15, as Noah mentioned. You got to win by 2 in this 5th set.
It does not feel like a non-district game in here tonight. 2 teams, different classifications. Yeah. Who cares?
2A for Upperman, 3A for Cookeville. This one is sent over, saved off the net by Bottoms. Set in the middle for Tidwell, and she puts it down.
I'll tell you, Bella Tidwell has had herself a night. She's been really, really good. She's been a key reason this match has turned around for the Lady Bees.
So Tidwell with her 4th kill, make it 5th kill of the night. Aikman back at the service line, a 2-1 lead for Upperman. The outside attack for Cookeville, and just got enough on top of it, did Owen for the kill. They got it over the top of the defense there, went high with it and dumped it off. So back at the service line will be Hunt. 2-2 here in set 5. Good one. Almost an overpass, tipped over. Lift is called on Huddleston. It'll be a point for the Lady Cavaliers. Three to 2, Cookeville the narrow lead. Hunt sends it over. Bush on the outside, kind of had to jump backwards for it. To the outside, Hickman on the dig. Tidwell in the middle again, a high swing, and it's an attack here, out of bounds.
Upperman desperate for a tip. I did not see a tip. I thought it just a little bit too much on it.
Yeah, just caught it a little bit high. 4-2 lead for the Lady Cavaliers here on their home floor. Set number 5, winner take all. Swing for Pruitt, off the top of the block. Bottoms will send it right side on the back set.
Wow.
Blocked out of there by Bush.
Big time play by Josie Bush on that left side. She's having a really nice match as well. And we are going back and forth. As mentioned, all bets are off. You get into this decisive 5th set. It's going to be a dogfight.
4-3, Tidwell now with the service. Right side attack. Big swing put down from that right side for Sailors. Eliza Sailors has 4 kills. Cookeville will make a couple of substitutions with Clark coming to the service line and Davidson to the front line. 5-3 advantage now for Cookeville. Outside for Bush. Puts it down again. 13 on the night for Josie Bush.
Yeah, you said earlier she had a quiet double-digit kill game. It's no longer quiet.
No.
It's become a loud double-digit kill game for Josie Bush.
13 kills, 2 blocks, 5 service aces for Bush tonight. Just a sophomore. Hickman to the outside. Here's Bush again. That's a great dig for the moment, but it goes down. Josie Bush another. Gonna run out of room here in a second.
She continues to make plays, and this is an important sequence, obviously, at a 5-5 fifth set. But for Cookeville, they got to find a way to get E.K. Pruitt off this service line because she can tally up points in a hurry.
Tied up at 5 apiece. Pruitt, another good one. Pretty good receive. Davidson sends it over. Huddleston to the outside. Bush will try it again and puts it down again. 3 in a row for Josie Bush from that left pin. She's got 15 kills on the night to go along with 2 blocks and 5 service aces, and Upperman leads by 1.
It's early. She certainly looks like she's taking a step forward, and if that's the case, that is a terrifying prospect for these other teams in this 2A district and across that classification.
Back and forth we go here in set 5. Upperman is taking command. Huddleston will send it to the back row. Here's Hickman on the swing, and that's into the stands. And Upperman leads by 2 in set 5. After Presley Hickman finds another, she's got 11.
Timeout called by Cookeville, and it's because E.K. Pruitt is on that service line. There has not been any attempt at a real powerful kill for Cookeville since she's been back there. Upperman dominant since she's gone to the service game.
7-5 advantage for Upperman with E.K. Pruitt back at that service line. And Cookeville just hadn't been able to get a good attack going with that service coming their way. On the other side, Josie Bush had 3 straight, and then Presley Hickman, a back row attack kill. And now Upperman leads by 2, and the first timeout taken by Coach Hicks here in this 5th set. Cookeville won the first 2 sets, 25-22, 25-14. Upperman has won the last 2, 25-17, 25-18. It has been a lot of fun tonight. Presented by Nick's Restaurant. I'm Jacob Vincent, Noah McKay. To my right, Cameron Hughes is on camera. Live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. We appreciate everyone who has tuned in tonight. A lot of you out there.
Ton. One of the most watched volleyball broadcasts we've done.
It's the first one of the season. First of many this year.
Still over 300.
Another good serve from Pruitt. Set right side, Owen puts it down. That is a much-needed kill. She's able to just kind of save it from that right side and find the kill. She's got 6.
And a great answer out of the timeout by Coach Hicks. They finally were able to get a little bit of offense working as opposed to just kind of overpassing right back over to Upperman where they could get a big kill.
Owen will have the service now, and that one sails just a couple of feet deep. Upperman back up by 2, 8-6.
That's 2 errors here in this 5th set for Cookeville already, and a race to 15. That is a big percentage.
Josie Bush will bring it. Hunt is right there. A back set for Wehage, and she puts it down. Vaughn Wehage has been big for the Lady Cavs tonight.
You took it right out of my mouth. If Cookeville wins, it's going to be in no small part because of Wehage. She's been outstanding, and when they've needed big plays, she's provided the big plays for the Lady Cavaliers.
Carrying back into that back row. She has been good into that back row for the Lady Bees after they had to make a change in the rotation a couple of sets ago. There's Hickman close to the net. And that's going to be a net violation on the Lady Bees. Just a little too close on the pass. That ties it up at 8.
It was a really good swing for Presley Hickman, but she got too far forward on the set, as you mentioned, Jacob. And now we got half a set to decide a winner.
Wehage had a stretch of 5 straight aces in the second set. Hickman puts it down and gets the serve back on their side.
They just have so many weapons they can deploy from all over the floor. Hickman down the left, Pruitt down the right. Sitting back in the middle, Bella Tidwell. They can roll them at you.
Well, one of the main changes for this Upperman team, they stopped making the errors they were making, especially in set 2. The attack has been much better in these last 3 sets. Burchett back at the service line. Goes deep with it. In the middle for Holman, blocked by Tidwell, kept alive and sent over. Here's Holman.
Wow.
An overpass. And that's out of bounds. Upperman points.
That's outstanding by Burchett. I mean, outstanding. A couple of big plays, and she's been getting mauled by her teammates and her coach all night long. Lady B's 5 points away. Cookeville's got to find a way to get the serve back.
She's done that a couple of times.
Yep.
You go back to that pancake as well, which extended the lead in set 4. That time another good save after a big swing from Holman out of the middle. 10-8 Upperman leads. Burchett back serving again. Hunt on the receive. Right side attack for Davidson. Rolls it over. To the outside. Hickman off the top of the block and down. Tools it for the kill. Presley Hickman, her 13th kill of the night, and it's 11-8 here in set 5.
It's an Upperman team last year, Jacob. They were so young, they had to learn how to win. They know how to win. The question is, here in match number 1, can they rely on that, finish the job against a very high-quality opponent?
Upperman 29 wins a year ago, Cookeville 23.
They're going to be really good this year, both teams.
High-quality match to open up the season. Burchett just mishit it. Cookeville needed that.
You mentioned that's what they haven't had here in the past couple of sets. Now all of a sudden, it's still only a 2-point set. This has not been any real separation. Huge opportunity for the Cookeville offense.
11-9, Cookeville with the serve. They trail by 2. Bottoms will be back at that service line. Make sure you hit that like button if you're tuned in on Facebook. You can like it on YouTube as well. Outside, Hickman. Dug out by Hunt. Dumped off by Bottoms. There's Burchett again. Hickman another swing. Dug out again out of the back row. That time Owen. Huddleston. Hickman. Dug out again. Saved by Holman. And not going to be put over. It's going to be a point for the Lady Bees.
That's outstanding both ways. The digs for Cookeville, the big swings for Upperman. The Lady Bees rolling downhill right now. They're 3 points away from a big win.
And E.K. Pruitt goes back to the service line. And she puts it into the net. Have been so good from the service line tonight. A big service error there. And Cookeville trails by 2. And now they get their freshman, Aniston Craig, back at the service line.
What a match.
12-10. Upperman leads late in set 5. Got to win by 2 once you get to 15. Right side, Hickman. Kept up and put down. Presley Hickman has 14 kills on the night.
That's a quiet 14 by her standards, too. She's been all over the place.
So Hickman will go back to the service line now. 13-10 is the lead. Works it from that right side, goes down the line. That's an overpass, and it's on the wrong side of the pin. It's match point for the Lady Bees, 14-10. Presley Hickman will try to get the job done from the service line. Down 2 sets to 0. Hickman steps up and sends it over. And the Lady Bees get the job done in 5. 15-10 in the 5th set. A service ace for Presley Hickman, her 7th of the night to cap it off.
Outstanding volleyball match. We probably won't do a match that good the rest of the season. What a season opener for both teams. And you see the emotion for Upperman. Cookeville, listen, you lose a starter, a key piece in warm-ups. You then come out with a 2-0 lead. Credit Cookeville for the start they had. But you got to tip your cap to this Upperman Lady Bees team. They answered the call. They could have easily been home by now with how that second set went. They got dominated in it, and they turned it around, and they look like the team that's one of the preseason favorites to run a long-running Class 2A the last 3 sets. Fantastic match. They're going to get together in a few weeks in Baxter. It's going to be awesome there in a smaller gym. It'll be even louder somehow when they get together about 15 miles away from here. But this Upperman program showed you a little moxie here on the road against a bitter rival in a very hostile environment and found a way to win a volleyball match.
Upperman baseball coach Wes Shanks texted me in the middle of the match. He said, Bees in 5. Coach, you're right. And the Bees get the job done. 3-2 in 5 sets. They win the 5th set 15-10. And the first win of the season for the Lady Bees. Cookeville falls to 0-1 on the season. You've got a couple of choices here for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Match. Obviously, Presley Hickman had a great match. She finishes with 14 kills, 7 service aces. She had a block in there as well. Josie Bush had 15 kills, a couple of blocks, and 5 service aces. Who are you going with?
Yeah, no bad choices certainly tonight. I think it's got to be Josie Bush. I think this match changed when she started to find her rhythm off that left side, and Josie Bush, double-digit kills. You mentioned it was a quiet one early. It was not quiet late. She had a huge performance. Josie Bush going to play a big role for this team this year. She is the first Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Match.
The sophomore, the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Match. 15 kills tonight, a couple of blocks and 5 service aces. Presley Hickman, a great night as well. She finishes with 14 kills, 1 block, 7 service aces. Bella Tidwell out of the middle had 5 kills, a solo stuff. She was really good out of the middle. On the other side for the Lady Cavaliers, Vaughn Wehage had a nice night. She had 7 kills, a solo stuff, and 5 service aces. Taylor Ann Owen, the senior outside hitter, had 6 kills and 3 service aces on the night. Well, what a night for the first high school volleyball match of the year in game number 1 for both of these sides. Upperman improves to 1-0 on the season with a 3-2 victory in 5 sets. They rattle off 3 straight wins, 25-17, 25-18, and 15-10 in set number 5. Cookeville falls to 0-1 on the season after winning those first 2 sets. They'll be on the road at Smyrna tomorrow, and Upperman will be hosting DeKalb County coming up tomorrow. For us, we've got the UCR football show presented by Fire and Vine in some form or capacity. I'll be on there. No, it might be on there. It may not be on there.
I got 3 hours to eat.
TBD.
So that's my main issue.
We gotta get you out of here.
Yeah.
We gotta get some food in you. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Our broadcast today has been presented by Nick's Restaurant. That's going to do it for us. For Cameron Hughes on camera tonight, Noah McKay, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long from Cookeville High School. The Lady Bees get the job done on the road in 5.